I know it sounds so dramatic, but it really is a dramatic change.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 America's Next Top Model Makeover Meltdowns.
Scissors.
No, wait.
I love my hair.
Everybody basically sat. They didn't know what to do.
For this list, we're looking at moments from this hit reality series when models were given makeovers and the end result was tears. Lots of tears. Which of these were deserved? Which ones were overblown? Be sure to let us know your thoughts in the comments. Number 20, Melrose Bickerstaff, Cycle 4. She may have come runner-up in the 2006 season of the show, but don't let that second place finish fool you. She throws a first-rate tantrum when she doesn't get what she wants.
It's not gonna look good blonde.
Why?
Because I just feel like my hair pops out with dark features.
Melrose was known for her stunning dark brown locks, so when she was forced to go blonde during makeovers, well, she had a bit of a breakdown.
Melrose really is just a control freak. A lot of young girls that try to over-control the situation, they don't go too far.
It didn't go unnoticed either, with Jay calling her a serious control freak and implying that in order for her career to take off, she'd have to give up her rigid nature and trust the professionals. We think she still looks great with blonde hair, but Mel? No, not so much. Number 19, Elina Ivanova, Cycle 11. We have a feeling that if we asked Elina what her favorite color was after this makeover, it wouldn't have been red. And honestly, we can't blame her. It's not her best look, to be sure.
I just don't feel like myself, you know? It's not me, and I don't know how to deal with it.
But was it so bad that it took her identity away as she claimed? Absolutely not. Adding mounds and mounds of curly, fluffy red hair on her slim figure didn't really work that well.
I'm not angry that I have this look. It's just, I don't look like myself anymore.
But thankfully, it was only hair extensions and not a dye job. Now that would have been a crying shame. Oh well, at least she made it to the top 5 finalists that season. Number 18, Natalie Pack, Cycle 12. If you're an aspiring model and you're known for your long brunette locks, we could totally see losing your cool if someone wanted to chop all your hair off.
Scissors.
No, wait. I know it's gonna be extremely short, and that's something that I'm not comfortable with.
But luckily for Season 12's Natalie, it was all just a joke on Jay's part to teach her a lesson about trust.
Oh, wait.
No, I can't, dude, I can't.
Put your head down, please.
I can't do this.
The only problem was Natalie wasn't in on the joke, and she didn't trust him. So she lost it. Refusing to let the hairdresser close enough to her hair, she tucked her head in her hands, started to cry, and flat out refused.
When we first saw you in casting, we went model head to toe. We don't need to do anything. The real lesson here is you gotta trust the people you work with. We're not making decisions for shock value.
And she looked pretty embarrassed after learning it was all a joke. Number 17, Eva Marcille, Cycle 3. Sometimes the anticipation to an event can be worse than the actual event itself. Take going to your in-laws, for example.
Eva, I love the fact that your hair is short. I think we need to kind of shape it and take it a little bit shorter.
And this was exactly the case with Season 3's Eva when she was asked to make her already short hair a little shorter.
It's gonna be little and blonde, like a little white boy. I don't wanna look like a little boy. I just not gonna be able to change it. I just don't wanna look ugly, you know?
She didn't take the news very well, crying and saying she didn't want to, quote, look like a boy.
This is the big time, and the big time is about making really big changes.
Despite being comforted by Tyra, Eva begrudgingly went through with the process. And guess what? She actually liked it in the end.
I'm okay now. I love the way it came out. I love the results of the color.
All those tears and all that stress for nothing. She ended up winning the season, too. Number 16, Kari Calhoun, Cycle 21. Kari didn't make it that far into the 21st season of the show, finishing 11th overall, and we can't help but feel that this makeover didn't do her any favors.
It's just extremely different. It's such a shock. It was just kind of too much. I don't feel attractive at all.
As a natural brunette, Kari's look just worked for her and her unique features.
My forehead looks so big.
But after an intense bleach blonde dye job, yep, eyebrows too, she came out the other end looking, well, interesting.
It's a major change. It is. But you look beautiful. I just gotta go.
Sure, the fact that her face is flushed and red from crying didn't help the new look, but we honestly can't blame her. She's totally justified for losing her cool, and we don't know what the stylists were thinking here. Number 15, Brittany Hatch, Cycle 8. This makeover is yet another example of we really can't blame the model for being upset with her new look. Brittany's short brown hair and cute face were a match made in heaven. Brittany with a puffy red weave, however,
I never thought getting my hair done would be such a long ordeal because I would never do this to myself.
well, even Jay admitted it was a mistake, and we totally agree. Add to it the fact that the now infamous weave was too tight and had to be removed later, and this makeover has to go down as one of the worst ever.
My head hurts so bad. You know what's funny about Brittany? She wants sympathy from others, and I'm like so sick of it already.
It's not like we've never seen Brittany cry during season 8. Remember the epic cab meltdown?
Believe this.
But at least this time she was justified. Number 14, Bianca Golden, Cycle 9. Let's face it, for Bianca to make it to the top 4 spot after being forced to shave her head due to her hair being damaged from perms and dyes, well, that's one hell of an accomplishment.
This is emotional, like this is really hurting me.
And we totally felt for her when she had to watch all the other girls get incredible makeovers while she sat, crying, and had her head buzzed.
I never cut my hair drastically in my life. Just a shot.
To be honest, she handled the entire situation extremely well, and this meltdown is yet another one that's totally justified in the end.
I was supposed to build my confidence. I just came out the bottom too. Now I don't got no hair.
And hair or no hair, Bianca still rocked her look. Number 13, Cherish Waters, Cycle 23. With her bright red hair as her defining feature and 8 years of modeling under her belt, Cherish felt her look was solidified.
This is my hair. This is every strand is a different color. It's gold, it's yellow, it's red.
So, when stylists wanted her to dye her naturally red hair even redder, she wasn't too happy.
Nobody has this hair, so you're gonna bottle my hair to make it that everyone can get?
Nor was she happy that she was booted off the show at the end of the episode, finishing a disappointing 13th overall when she didn't even want to do the makeover to begin with.
Christiane and Cherish, can you please step forward?
Come here, sugar.
So, she told the judges just that in a sit-down interview after being eliminated, telling them they were foolish for letting her go as she was obviously the best contestant and should be America's Next Top Model.
Who do you think should have went home the week that you went home?
Definitely not me, because I killed it. Let's see.
Number 12, Brenda Arens, Cycle 14. Unlike most contestants on this list, Brenda approached her upcoming makeover with confidence and hope, trusting in Tyra to make the right stylistic choice.
This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I'm just gonna trust that Tyra knows what she's doing.
But that confident attitude certainly didn't last long once those lovely red locks started falling to the floor.
My heart sank. I couldn't help it. I was just crying.
Seeing her hair get shorter and shorter, Brenda completely broke down and drew the stares of her fellow competitors, some in sympathy and some not. She literally looked like she'd lost a loved one in a tragic accident during her haircut. But luckily, she tried to make the most of it and eventually finished 8th.
Oh my gosh. I gotta relearn. Like, I have to reprogram my mind. I know it sounds so dramatic, but it really is a dramatic change.
Number 11, Jeana Turner, Cycle 24. Sometimes, the stylist's makeovers are hard to come to grips with for these models. And then there's an instance like this one where an underlying condition causes tremendous emotional upheaval for a contestant.
Let me see your face. It's beautiful.
Don't cry.
It's beautiful.
Jeana was hiding the fact that she suffers from alopecia and wears a wig when she models. The stylists wanted to remove the wig to show off her true beauty, which couldn't have been an easy move for Jeana, and it resulted in tears all around.
I feel like the whole world can see me now. Like I can see myself now.
Jeana's crying, Law and Drew are crying, everyone is crying. This is actually quite a touching human moment on the show, and if any of these entries deserved a meltdown, it's this one.
Losing my hair was a symbol of strength. Like I didn't know that until now.
Number 10, Brandy Rusher, Cycle 4.
Brandy, we have thought about you, and we decided, girl, that you are fierce. And we ain't doing nothing to you.
Nada.
You are. When she told me I was gonna keep the afro, I'm pissed off. I was just like, why? Because I wanted a drastic change so bad.
Who could forget this Cycle 4 contestant? Brandy came into the competition with a bad weave and a bad attitude. And unfortunately, her makeover fixed neither.
I'm gonna need to move. I'm sorry. Y'all hurting my feelings right now.
Your feelings are being hurt?
Yes, because they're all over it. So we're gonna get a new look. I'm sorry, I'm not getting a new look.
When Tyra told her that she'd be keeping her afro as it was, Brandy was far from impressed. But as it turns out, her hair was in too poor of a condition to keep it anyway.
Brandy, I'm gonna have to take this off, precious. We're gonna make you really, really short, but really
Nice
bright
orange.
still. So I can't tease me no more, okay?
So they buzzed it off and bleached her brows, leaving her looking edgier, more polished, and much more like a model.
I'm gonna go back to my boyfriend. He's not gonna want me no more.
Brandy disagreed, asking how she could possibly face her boyfriend, and annoying creative director Jay with her attitude, landing herself in the bottom to that episode.
You're the only girl who actually had the audacity to, when she arrived on my set, and I said, how are you? She said,
I was waiting so long, I'm not gonna lie. I'm in the middle of sleepiness.
and I was like,
Number 9, Jael Strauss, Cycle 8. Although girls who cry during their makeovers usually get a bad rap, Jael's breakdown was totally legit.
It takes about 8 hours to complete my new fabulous do, and it hurts like hell.
Tyra wanted to elevate her look by giving her long brown extensions, leaving Jael worried that she'd look too normal. And she was right.
It's not taking you to that elevated look that the other girls are going to. Like, they're all starting to turn into kind of models. It's kind of bringing you down a little.
After 8 hours in the salon chair, Jay came over to break the news that the extensions weren't working for her. They weren't fitting right with her natural hair. They were dulling her shine and not taking her towards that model look.
We're gonna take the whole thing out. Kashawn is gonna do a really short, kind of very Rosemary's Baby cut.
So they took all of them out, straight after putting them in, leaving Jael broken and with barely any hair left.
Oh man, as my hair's being cut off, I just feel kind of traumatized.
You have to work extra hard now that you don't have any hair on your head.
Number 8, Molly O'Connell, Cycle 16.
I am realizing that this is kind of looking a little weird. It was just not looking like what a weave should look like. I don't want to be the one girl who gets the crazy hairstyle that looks horrible.
Bold, blonde, and beautiful? That was the aim of Molly's makeover, but what she ended up with was far from supermodel quality. Tyra's vision for this makeover was, what if Diana Ross was a blonde? And so Molly spent 6 hours having a curly blonde weave sewn in, which ended up being executed so poorly, it looked like a cheap wig slipping off the back of her head.
My hair is disgusting. My whole head hurts. My ass hurts. I sat in a chair for 6 hours.
Molly, the other contestants, and even the owner of the salon were all horrified with how the look turned out. And after 3 episodes and several meltdowns, Tyra finally agreed to have the extensions taken out and set Molly free from her weave from hell.
Just to let you know, weaves do that. Like, they create rashes, little bumps, especially on the tight areas. It's part of that beauty pain thing. But we're gonna suck it up, right? It will be removed.
Number 7, Catie Anderson, Cycle 2. Catie wasn't afraid to show the tears throughout her cycle, and of course, her makeover was no exception. She came into the competition saying the judges could do whatever they liked with her look. But this was clearly not the case when it was revealed to her that she'd be getting a Twiggy-inspired pixie cut.
You are very reminiscent of Twiggy to me, so we are chopping your hair off.
She complained about the cut as well as the pain of the bleach, irritating other contestants in the process. She then sobbed hysterically to Tyra, explaining that she hated her makeover and she looked like a boy, in a move that would probably get her kicked out of the competition by today's standards.
When they style it and get your makeup done, it's gonna be so pretty. You gotta trust me, okay? But it's okay to cry because it's different. It's a change.
Number 6, Faux Porter, Cycle 12. Tyra wanted to give Faux a makeover that would take away from her cuteness. So stylists chopped it all off in a short and sleek cut that looked gorgeous with her bone structure.
I definitely was not expecting it at all. I'm the type of person that I just need time to feel used to it in my own skin.
Unfortunately, Faux hated her new look, breaking down in the salon and refusing to take off her headscarf when she got home. She sobbed that she had to hide her hair to feel pretty, and that this is what was going to break her in the competition.
But it never felt as ugly till today.
She even had a breakdown at her photo shoot in front of Jay, putting her in Tyra's bad books and in the bottom 2 that week, to teach her a lesson about embracing new styles.
So I'm just gonna do my best and work it out right now.
okay, we'll work it out.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Number 5, Jaeda Young, Cycle 7.
I channeled an actress.
You called it the this morning. You said you could cut my hair off. I don't care.
Tyra thought Jaeda's strong jawline and handsome features would suit a different hairstyle, so she decided to give her a Halle Berry-inspired shortcut.
I've never had that short before.
Sweetheart, you know it's gonna look good.
I'm scared. I'm scared I'm not gonna be able to pull it off. Oh my God.
Jaeda.
Oh my God. I knew they were saving me for last for a reason.
Jaeda was in tears before anyone touched her hair, clearly nervous about losing her prettiest girl in school look and intimidated by having to change her modeling technique as well as her personal style. The tears didn't stop throughout the day, and Jaeda let her new look affect her confidence in her next photo shoot, landing her in the bottom 2. Despite this, she eventually got used to the new style and made it to the top 6. Number 4, Terra White, Cycle 15.
Why are you crying, boo? Well, I think I'm making it pretty.
I like somebody cut all your hair off, you wouldn't be sad?
Terra entered the competition with her sister Chris, and while Chris was chosen for a long curly weave, Terra had almost all of her hair cut off in a drastic Khalees-inspired chop.
I look to my left and I see my sister's getting her hair cut, and she's having a fit. A problem with my sister is it's written all over her face.
Sadly, Terra struggled with her new look and wasn't afraid to show it in the makeover photo shoot, leading a frustrated Jay to say that he could find a better poser at the mall.
Give me more face. I'm losing that other eye. Change your expression. It looks a little scared. I don't want that.
You're not letting us believe the makeover. You can go to a mall and find a girl who poses better than this.
Due to her attitude and bland photo, Terra was chosen to go home in a shock elimination that had never happened before in ANTM history, teaching future contestants that not embracing a makeover wasn't just frowned upon anymore. It might get you sent straight home.
So the girl who will be going home tonight and will pack her bags will be Terra.
Number 3, Tash Wells, Cycle 23.
And, I don't want to be masculine. We're not asking you to be that.
We're not asking to change how you are or how you act. I just want to give you something that people go, that's her.
After so many years of top model, you'd think contestants would learn to keep their makeover tears at bay. But even in the 23rd cycle, Tash clearly did not get the memo.
I feel like my makeover is very masculine, and we're posing nude today, and looking like a boy kind of bothers me. It's a little hard to look at myself.
Tasha's tomboy twin sister ended up with a long and luscious weave, whilst girly girl Tosh was due to get a very short cut to go with her strong bone structure. After her cut, Tosh was jealous of her sister and felt super self-conscious about looking like a boy. She locked herself in the bathroom and started ranting out loud, yelling, "Let me be me," in a behind-the-door emotional breakdown that left viewers shook.
Let me be me. I know who I am. And my girly girl, I wear skirts. I get flirty. That is who I am.
Number 2, Bree Skullark, Cycle 17. Cycle 5's Bree re-entered the competition for the All-Stars edition, and it first seemed fine when she found out that she'd be getting a short back and sides hairdo for her makeover.
I'm a little overwhelmed. I want to cry because the worst is already done.
However, after Jay promised her that the cut wouldn't be too extreme, the stylist began buzzing her hair right down to the scalp, leaving Bree in tears.
I was upset when they wanted to cut my hair. Now I'm at rage. I don't have any hair.
She asked to speak to a producer and threatened to leave the show, saying she wasn't just upset, but, quote, at rage. After calming down, Bree eventually decided that leaving the show wouldn't fit with her brand description of girlfriend. So instead, she picked herself up and learned how to rock her look.
I want to go home, but Martin tells us to always, no matter what the circumstances, think of your brand. And I think the only way that I can really own being a girlfriend is if I'm a girlfriend to myself. So I just picked myself up and I was just like, now you gotta stay in the competition.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Cassandra Jean, Cycle 5.
You're gonna have to say bye-bye to Beauty Queen.
Cassandra chose her hair over her chances in the competition, and for this reason, she makes the top of the list.
I love my hair.
It'll always grow back.
This beauty pageant princess was assigned Tyra's favorite Rosemary's baby cut, meaning her hip-length brown hair would be chopped to an inch short and dyed blonde. Cassandra kissed goodbye to her beauty queen image and wept as her hair was cut clean off.
Bye-bye. It's okay, you're ready.
No more beauty pageants.
Do you know what? You're gonna look so great. You don't even know.
This is a really big shock.
However, in judging, Tyra noticed that the haircut was not what she'd asked for, and that she'd need to get more hair cut off.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have you get the haircut that I wanted you to have.
Cassandra decided that she didn't want to lose any more of her hair, and instead decided to go home in one of the most memorable exits in top model history.
So you're not ready to cut your hair?
No.
You know, I really don't have time for this today, so you just gotta leave my set.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.